Well, it's raining outside, but I just got the first coat on the passenger side thing. I already got the driver's side done. See there? It's still wet. It'll turn out the same color as this one. It gets another coat. This one was out of my 84, and if you looked if you pay close attention, you can see that there's little things sticking up right here, and this don't have it. That's for the factory seat belt. It had a big clamshell that went down right here. Not running that, so went ahead and sanded that one down. Now the original one that was on the passenger side of the 83, it was broke. It just completely broke off. So I have all these plastics. I have extras of every single thing in storage. Now here's the passenger side. This is what covers the spare, and it still has the spare tire instructions here on the back. And I attached the foam or insulation here on the back side. I want to keep all that stuff intact. Same for the back panel here. It's got some bird crap on it, but see there, it's got all its insulation re-glued to the back. And then this is the passenger footwell cover. It's redone in black. It looks pretty good. And then of course we got the pieces that go at the door sill. And then I haven't painted this one yet. But what we're gonna do, set it down here. This place is a wreck right now, but who cares? But this is the passenger side kick panel. And you can see it's really faded out right here. This is what all the plastics look like on the inside of that car. That's why we're redoing it. So as for the carpet, on the other one, I spent a little bit more time getting most of the adhesive off. You still see the outline of it and some specks here and there, but I was like, well, it's gonna be like this. You know, you're gonna see this area. It's way up underneath there. I still try to do things, you know, to the best of my ability, but you know, I'm not gonna be able to get all that hard glue off of that. You can see the color difference there. It's more noticeable in person. This has got like a brownish tint to it, where this is like just a light tan color. This paint's really durable. It's the Duplicolor vinyl and fabric. It's flexible finish, and this is HVP 11.3 medium beige. So that's the color I'm going with. It's not exactly the color as the lid. It's a little bit lighter in person than that cap is, but it's the color I wanted. It's very close. I gotta get everything sprayed with it so it all matches. The piece of carpet that was left here, I removed it because I wanted to, well, paint the thing for one, and two, I had to get to these screws that were holding it into the car. So I pulled the carpet off, and the carpet that was on this is the exact same carpet that's down in the floor. And if you go back on a couple videos back, me and my girlfriend, we spent a lot of time cleaning the carpet. We bleached it and everything. So we're going to pull it out and use the same paint. It's medium beige, because right there it says fabric. And I tried it out, and it actually turned out really good for carpet. So we're probably going to respray all the carpet in the car. It's not the exact same color as this. When you spray it on the carpet, it's a little bit different. It's like a darker color, but I don't care as long as it's all uniform. Give it like 3 coats of that medium beige, Agitate it a little bit with like a glove or something on, and we're going to rock it. So saves me about $600 on new carpet. But as for these pieces, it seems like this originally had carpet in it too. And if any of y'all gurus out there know, I think this had it too, right? It's an 83 Z28. So if any of y'all know if this section was carpet, let me know down in the comments. I know that this was obviously, and this was obviously. This one was missing, so I just had some really hard crusty glue. This one had it still on it, and the glue's still soft. So my plan is, I was like, well, I kind of like to go back with the fabric right here. So what we're going to do is get some foam board and cut it out to the shape of this, and then just take some like white or whatever crap, what's that stuff called? Like white fleece, and then we're going to paint the fleece with the medium beige vinyl and fabric, wrap the fleece around the foam stock, and then glue it in. It's not going to be super critical up here, but you know, I can make this look really good. And I'll probably end up cutting holes in it too for the screws, so I don't have to worry about putting this in and then trying to put in a piece of foam wrapped in fabric into this and getting it lined up. But we'll get it, you know, brought up in this corner and everything. Try to like make it look really good. Same for this side. And if that turns out looking pretty good, you know, maybe we could do an insert here. I don't know. I don't really want to do all this stuff though. So yeah, I guess it really all depends on if that's really how it was from the factory. It was with that carpet in there. I don't really know for sure. But I'm not really against leaving it just the bare plastic either. So, but these do need to have the felt. I mean, not the felt, but the fabric and everything laid into them, because it kind of just looks weird without it. But then again, this without it, it kind of just goes with the rest of the interior. But we'll just see when we get there. Maybe we'll try out doing a panel. See how it turns out. Maybe we could test try it, because the fabric, when you buy it from Walmart, the fleece, it's only like $4 for a big sheet of it. Like the whole sheet that I used on the headliner, that was that $4 fleece. So keep kicking that paint can. But yeah, so we'll see how that turns out. I just had to do, you know, at least talk a little bit. I got that first section done, and I was like, man, this is a really boring video if I upload that. So give you a little bit of backstory into what's going on here. So like I said, the plan is to do the entire interior plastics with this and the carpet, and that'll get that car looking a lot better internally. Inside, also going to be ordering a 4-inch cowl hood soon, along with new seats and brackets and a cage and seat belts. So get all that stuff into there, get all these plastics redone, fix the transmission. I haven't really talked on the transmission too much because I'm really aggravated with the whole situation, but it's supposed to be a rebuilt transmission, and the pump was leaking. I could tell because someone stuffed silicone around the pump. So I pulled the pump off this transmission. I dug into it just a little bit, and everything looked brand new inside the transmission. The fluid was clean and everything. So I replaced the pump seal and the pump O-ring, put the pump in, torqued it down with a torque wrench the proper way in the star pattern, put it in, not leaked a drop, but it also hasn't pumped a single drop to my transmission cooler. Sat there and rev it, it's full of fluid and everything, and it doesn't pump anything to the transcooler. So that means the pump is either worn out and not building any pressure at all, or the ears on the pump are broken off from someone previously or when I put the converter in. So right now The car has got a 1-inch spacer on the carb and, you know, fuel filter and some little knick-knack stuff. Other than that, I haven't touched the car a whole lot. That's why I've been doing a little side work. You know, this stuff needs to be done eventually. It makes a big difference to the way the car looks and appears to, you know, you as a driver or your passengers, your friends. You know, when people, like if you have friends and family that are really car people and they look and they see these plastics that have been redone, they all match the same color, the carpet looks nice, you got good seats and good brackets and, you know, all that little custom stuff here and there, you know, that really does say something about you. But that's besides the point. The point of the whole matter is to make the car yours. So I want my plastics to match. I'm telling you, this color is much darker in person. Looks a lot better in person. That's all that matters. But everything's going to match. No more faded out plastic. And the reason why I kept showing the green Scotch-Brite and the Dawn was that was a huge part into prepping these panels. Oxidized plastic comes right off with that green Scotch-Brite. Focus. So it's very oxidized right there from the sun. So very important to scuff this stuff up before you spray it and also degrease it. The Dawn is a very cheap way to degrease all your stuff. It'll lift everything out of the texture of the plastic. You know, besides stains don't really matter. See, I just painted that like 2 seconds ago and it's like only 40 degrees outside and it's already dry. This stuff is great. I painted my Nintendo Switch Pro controller, the little grips that come off with this stuff. It's not this color. I had a different color I tried out on this panel. I tried it on this panel. I didn't like the color of it. Well, I sprayed my grips with that color on this controller. And I've been using that controller for like 2 weeks now with that paint on there. And it has held up phenomenally. So once I did that and I realized, you know, setting the controller down on the table and sliding it and dropping it on there and picking it up and holding it, gripping it, and, you know, intense gameplay and everything like that. And it's holding up super well, so I think this paint will hold up pretty well. I do like Duplicolor. I had some bad luck with them in the past, but for the vinyl and fabric paint, it's pretty good. So get some more of this stuff knocked out. I gotta get out of here because it smells of paint really bad. But I'll try to keep y'all updated on the channel on the Camaro. But yeah, if y'all know anything about the 83 Z28, I know it's kind of a weird year where they did a lot of different stuff than they did the rest of the time. Like I think 85 or 84, they switched like the T-tops. Like the T-tops don't interchange. A lot of stuff don't interchange. It's kind of weird. 82 and 83 is kind of the weird years for the Camaro. So, but yeah, if y'all know anything about the carpet situation, tips and tricks, if y'all know any of that kind of stuff, let us all know down in the comments so everybody can, you know, experience, because that's what it's all about. Here is some entertainment, some knowledge. Not saying I know a lot. I'm saying learn alongside me. So I'm going to end the video here because it stinks in here like this paint. This paint reeks. Thanks for watching, guys.